Once again, it's on. Welcome back to another of the great episodes of Two Cigars and a Blunt. Of course, you know I am the man on the street.
It's your boy Pharaoh King.
Tim Dog, who's still and be more careful.
God damn, boy, your wife done kicked your ass out. Make sure you eat your pineapples.
Eat your pie.
Right.
Maybe he wasn't eating his pineapples. That's why his ass he bought some.
Maybe I want some fresh.
I got you, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Hopefully, y'all be entertained. But y'all know how we always start our podcast off. We always got to ask the brothers, how's their day? So, Pharaoh, how's your day, my brother?
And got a little time off today. At the end of the day, actually, it was just so I could take care of some errands, and then went and got a haircut. Now,
Fuck you.
prepared for the show tonight.
Yeah,
So,
why y'all keep talking about y'all go get a haircut, man? I know I don't have no hair. Y'all don't got to keep bringing the shit up every goddamn time we have a conversation. Y'all know I can't go sit in the barber. I'm not going to give this guy all my
You
money.
ain't go sit in there.
listen,
You can go
take
sit
your
in
ass
there.
over to India.
Yeah.
And hey, go to India where they got those cows that lick bald heads, and they help with hair growth. All right.
His ass might not come. You say look balls. His ass might not come back.
And they put this lather on your head, and the cows lick your head, open the follicles up, promote hair growth.
Shit. But see,
They gonna lick it. He gonna get some mushrooms.
you catch what conspiracy brother said. What's good with you, Juan? He say balls. I might be trying to get my other balls licked.
Hey, lay it out.
Hey,
Lay it out.
hey, that promotes hair growth too.
Oh
Stop
man.
gray and shit.
Is that still teabagging?
I don't know what that is.
Or is that dipping your Oreo?
I don't know what that is, man. But thank you for that, Pharaoh, man. I needed that laugh. But man, conspiracy brother, man, how was your day?
Oh man, my day was pretty damn good. I ain't do too much of shit. And that's about it.
I got you. Tim Dog, what's going on in B-More? I know you got a story.
Boy, tales from the hood. Let me tell you something. Some whole bunch of people would start dropping like flies. Because somebody
It's hot.
don't know how to mix their drugs up. So people was ODing
Oh,
everywhere. People in their
fentanyl.
cars driving. Yeah, there. They were fentanyl. They were
Fentanyl.
driving. Boom. People fell on the subways. Boom. In the
Damn.
streets, everywhere, walking. It was on the news. I'm like, what? And they were giving out Narcan.
Testers.
Like,
Yeah.
no, yeah. They were giving out Narcan, like, to
Yeah,
any
you
and
see
everybody. Hey,
Yeah.
you see someone, use it. It got so
Yeah.
bad that the DEA had to come out there.
Damn. Part 2 of The Wire coming soon.
Right.
You don't know? Better ask somebody.
I got you, man. I got you. Ask me, my day went well, man. Hey, I can't complain. Another day, another week down, another day closer to retiring again. Or if I leave before retirement, according to how I feel one day I wake up. They got the Peace Jam going on down here. So, my grandson, he's
Peace Jam.
playing in the tournament down there. Yeah, basketball tournament. Nike tournament.
Okay.
They have it every year. Matter of fact, Kim met Matt Barnes last night at the Top Crab.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she met him last night. His
Okay.
son, I think his son plays in the tournament here as well.
Yeah, he got twins, don't he?
Yeah, I think he has twins. Yeah, and but it's pretty good. Man, I went one year. LeBron James was there. That's the first time I ever saw Bronny. And when I saw him, he wasn't that good, but he's gotten better than he was the first time I saw him. And Chris Paul was there and Melo, but it's a Nike thing, so all those guys be out here for the Nike thing. So my grandson, matter of fact, he plays at 8:50 tonight. I check, but he plays again tomorrow. I said I catch him tomorrow though.
How
'Cause
old
we
is
got thing, huh? How old
old is
CJ? CJ, I'm 13.
he? Okay.
Yeah, freshman, going to high school. But fellas, you know I have to be here because this is one of the best days of my week, especially Ashed Out. If you never seen what we do, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to be entertained, but you want to stick around for the after show called Ashed Out because that's when it really goes down. But now we about to get into some serious business. Man, I know y'all been checking out the news and hopefully y'all been seeing what's going on down in Texas. And this is one of the most saddest things that I've seen in a while. I think they're still missing a lot of people. But man, Tim, how close is that from where you from? Before we get started,
Well, that's down by San Antonio, so that's
by
about
San
3
Antonio,
hours.
about 3 hours from you. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
man.
You know, Guadalupe is like goes between San Antonio and Austin.
Okay,
Mhm.
all right. But yeah, man, it's just a. Let me guess, man. Yeah, he at work. Or
For now.
for now.
I
Hey,
won't think
Juan, you got
it's
Juan. Get your bet scene. Get your bet scene, Juan. We'll tell you behind the scene. But
Yeah.
man, let's go and get it started, man. It's a sad situation, and our prayers go out to all the family members that lost somebody, and family members that still looking for someone.
Next tonight to the exhausting search for the missing in Texas Hill Country. At this hour, 166 people are still unaccounted for. At least 121 people are now dead. And tonight we have learned about this code red alert that many residents had signed up for, and when it actually came, for many, several hours after the emergency unfolded. Trevor Ault from Texas Tonight.
Tonight, the agonizing search efforts in the Texas Hill Country. Officials say there's 166 people still missing, the number barely budging in 48 hours.
This is the kind of terrain that these search crews are dealing with, a flipped over vehicle, all this debris that's piled up high. We have a rescue crew right here. They've got a dog with them. They say they've been at it since day one, and in that time they have found 2 people.
The death toll now up to 121 as officials respond to new questions about delayed warnings. Our affiliate KSAT obtaining a recording of a first responder at 4:22 a.m. asking a dispatcher to send out an emergency alert.
The Guadalupe Shoemaker sign is now underwater on Highway 39. Is there any way we can send a code red out to our Hunt residents asking them to find higher ground or stay home?
Stand by. We have to get that approved with our supervisor.
That code red sends a pre-recorded message to residents who signed up for the warning service. According to dispatch audio, it wasn't sent out until 90 minutes later, and some people didn't receive it until 10 a.m. Today, officials promising a review of the entire emergency response.
Our city of Kerrville and Kerr County leadership are committed to a transparent and full review of processes and protocols.
Yeah, like I said, man, it's one of the saddest things that you heard because I think it was a lot of young kids, a lot of young girls got killed in this situation. Farrah, I'm coming to you first, man. What were your first thoughts when you heard about this tragedy in Texas?
I would say that I didn't really have any thoughts. I was just curious to know like how fast or how high the water was moving, in order for them to have this flood. And then you started hearing about the death tolls later on.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, most of the videos were people standing on the side filming it,
Yeah.
And then of course you find out that it started at nighttime, and then people lost their lives, and then the camp, and then like, good Lord, like how fast did it rise? Then you start looking at the results of it. They say within 45 minutes, the river had swelled to 26 feet.
Mm.
And I'm like, damn. So now you look at why did the water swell? It was a storm that came up there. It was a hurricane, tropical storm Barry, I think, had dropped all that water on them. And and then with that being said, you would kind of figure out like maybe we need to move away from the bank, But nah, I don't know. I don't know what to say because I'm used to hurricanes. They give us warnings way ahead of time.
Yeah. I knew that's what they say. Some people signed up for the warning, and then the warning came late. Tim Dog, you heard what they said in the video just now. My question is, if somebody is calling and basically saying that the water is over whatever sign,
yeah,
and the lady says, well, we got to call a supervisor. Shouldn't there be something in place to like, hey, if you see this, man, the hell with calling the supervisor, let's go ahead and send this out. And also, I want to get your thoughts on what happened. And just like Joe said, it was like 6 or 7 youth camps located along that river. So, and that's why, our prayers go out to the families that lost somebody and they're still looking for somebody. But Tim, your thoughts, man. Can't hear you, Tim. You muted.
Mute yourself.
Damn.
There you go. All right. Oh.
Hey, I apologize. First of all, there was a system in place to prevent this, but that person was let go because of Doge. The person who was responsible for alerting the state of shit like this was not there. So now it goes to the finger pointing, because the National Weather Service had personnel to give out the warnings, and they did, but due to the fact that there was no one in charge, they figured, well, when should we give it out? Well, what is the predicted forecast going to be? But by then it was too late. The town of Kerr did not have a warning system. Why? Because 10 years ago they had a council meeting and they decided that it was too expensive to have one. So there, once again, it's not just one factor that made this the most horrific tragedy, but it was multiple of factors. And it's sad that the governor, Hot Wheels, is out there getting mad at the media because they're asking the right questions that he don't want to answer because, once again, he is responsible. He's going to try and put the blame on other people, but you're the governor. This is your state. This is your fault.
Yeah, I know it's an act of God the way that it happened, and they should have been something in place. And like Joe said, the water started rolling at 4 a.m. Nobody was up and alert to get prepared for this tragic event. But my question was, the guy called. You heard what the guy said. Hey, man, the water's over the sign. Hey, shouldn't we alert the people that's in better yet on the bank or close to that to either shelter in place or seek higher ground? And the lady on the other line said, hey, we got to get a supervisor. So conspiracy brother, it shouldn't even come to getting to me to call a supervisor. Somebody saying the water is that high, that's telling, hey, maybe it's going to be a flash flood that may be happening, and we need to get these people out of that area sooner than later. Your thoughts?
Well, there's protocol for a reason. So she did what she was supposed to do, even though in that situation, sometimes you just got to make a judgment call and say, fuck it, I'm going to do it myself.
Yeah.
Because, tragedy can happen like that. And then with it, like you said, it started at 4. So a lot of the systems might have been already starting to come down due to the flood water, which is the reason why people may have not gotten their messages in time. And it could be a whole myriad of things that could have taken place, but they said that area had flooded, I think, back in the 80s like that before, so it was nothing new for that area to flood like that. So but people didn't want to categorize it as a flood zone because they made so much money from those camps, because some of those camps cost like $3,000 for a summer. So if they were to put flood zone warnings, people might not want to send their kids there. So in essence, it's like the community, whoever's in charge of the community, to not want to have that categorized like that to make money, or just as liable as the people who didn't send out the signals soon enough and everything else. So it's a sad situation, but that's what happens when you got bureaucracy controlling shit that don't really need to be controlled like that. When shit need to be done properly, you just need to do it properly.
Yeah,
and each of Pineapples, they knew that they didn't have a system. They were told to update their system, and they refused.
But they didn't want to
put the
because
money
of
into
the
it.
money. Because they're paying
But the state
$3,000 per child.
But the counties next to it, who did have a system, didn't have casualties. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and what it boils down to, Tim, and I don't know if y'all heard about it. Back in, I believe, 2020 during the pandemic, that county, Biden sent them $10 million to update the system, and they say they didn't want the money because it's a Donald Trump country, and basically they were saying we don't want that dirty money because if we take it, we don't know what evil may come from it. And that's my next question to you, Farrell. Basically, that's what I'm saying. If you Google,
that's what happened.
If you Google it,
you gotta be kidding me.
No, because I was gonna try to pull up the video because it's on YouTube. You can hear them talking about it. They say they don't want the money, and the money was for the
governor even said that
the money was for them to update their system. So my question to you, Farrell, is, we know that Donald Trump, he did cut the NOAA. He did. That's the National Oceanic
Oceanic.
people that do the weather.
Atmospheric Association.
He cut that. So Trump got a party. Then the governor, like you just say, Tim Dog, and also the people. So
Yeah.
Farrell, who's basically responsible for this tragedy, in your
The
opinion?
local people. I would say the local people is responsible because they're the ones that are profiting from other people, and with them not putting safety first, then you're subject to what has happened. And like the pineapple guy said, I know since 1978 they've had over 12 floods. So that's not anything new in that area, even though this is the worst one. All floods are bad. So, why would you send your kid to an area without, even if it's not rated as a flood zone, it floods? Why would you continue to send your child there this time of year?
Yeah, that's true.
That's part of the family. It's part of the I'm not going to point fingers, but I would say I'm not sending my kid to Florida, knowing that hurricane season is coming up in Miami and they going to a damn, to whatever event. And I'll be like, nah, that's probably not a good time to go. You don't even want to go on a trip in the ocean, in the Gulf, knowing that hurricane might come up.
Yeah.
So that's just a choice, man. These people
Yeah.
lost their lives off of bad choices.
Yeah, and that's what I'm about to say. We're not pointing fingers, but after tragedies like this, it comes out. Now we got to find somebody to take this blame. And just like I say, conspiracy brother, they was offered the money, but they didn't want to use the money to do what they needed to do. So like we don't know. We don't know if they had got the money and got the system up and people would have been alerted. This tragedy may still have happened. But I'd rather have it than to not have it. What you say, conspiracy brother?
Yeah, like I said, they didn't want to lose out on money. They didn't want to accept money. So the government of that area is clearly responsible for this shit happening because they don't want to be rated as a flood zone, and then they don't want to take money because it's a Democratic president trying to give them the money. If it's money to save lives, that shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
So
And I agree with you.
That's what greed got them, the devil, and bit them in the ass.
Yeah, and like I say, we're not trying to make this like it's light. We feel the family pain because we are Americans. We don't want nobody to go through. We don't want nobody to lose a child. I think that's probably the worst feeling. None of us have lost a child, but what I'm saying is to lose a child like this that may have been prevented. I think that is the part that's probably going to linger longer. Go ahead, Farrell. Then I'm coming to you, Tim Dog.
No, I'm with you on that. And it's the fact that there's one woman that they have this viral that was no, we Biden this, Biden that, this, that, and the third. Now she's crying, talking about send somebody to help us. And then it's like, well, if you would have took that same energy to take the money that you guys are talking about, you could build some levees and some things that divert the water or whatever, some type of drainage system that could push the water off so you don't have those type of runoffs. People are losing their houses. The land is being ripped away. But now you want to cry when you had an opportunity, 4 years ago? Let's just say 4 years ago.
Yeah, 4 years ago.
To get this done. And you chose politics over safety.
Yeah, and I'm glad you say that. And I'm glad you say that, Farrell. And I'm coming to you, Tim Dog. Why do they let bureaucracy, who's ever in the White House, dictate your health care or your safety? And sometimes people vote against their own best interests. And this time, it's one of those situations that you look at and then you hear that they was offered the money to improve their alert system, and to hear the people say, no, we don't want to take it because it's coming from Biden, and it's not, it's basically like taking money from the goddamn devil. Your thoughts, Tim Dog?
The worst thing about this is that nothing's going to happen. It's going to get swept under the rug, just like in Sandy Hook. It's going to be finger pointing at the Biden administration. Everything is going to point to everyone except the people in charge. And what's going to happen is those people who lost loved ones won't get answers. And when they don't get answers, and like I always say, the way to change is to vote. Now, the governor is getting mad because people are asking him why weren't there any alert systems, getting mad at reporters because they asked him why did it take so long, because originally the storm came at 1 a.m.
Yeah.
The weather service said, hey, this is going to be bad.
Yeah, it came. They warned them earlier.
Yeah, and nobody did anything. Nobody. Like I said, the person who was in charge of all of that for that particular area was let go. So who else are you going to blame? And it's sad because those families are not going to get the answers that they want to hear. They're going to get a bunch of bureaucracy. They're going to get a bunch of bull. And that's it.
And no monetary,
Well, no. It could be monetary because what they're going to do, try to sue, and this administration will say the Supreme Court, no, you can't sue them for this.
No, exactly. I guess what Pharaoh is probably saying is that it's not going to be no monetary amount.
Yeah, I know what he was saying.
Right.
I understand that, but at the same time, if you try to get that, this is what you're going to get. There's not going to be. No one's going to. Be accountable for this. No one. You'll see. Because
what are you talking about? Did you not hear President Trump today? When the reporter said, asked the same questions, man, on the street. The families are upset that what they want answers.
Delay.
What are you going to tell them? And he called the reporter a bad person for asking that question.
Yeah. Basically, he asked them because they asked him because of FEMA, because he wants to get away with FEMA, and they say that what's the young lady? What's the young lady that
redirected them?
Yeah, what's the young lady that's over? Her name is Norm or something.
Yeah, Norm.
And they say that, she say that it's like a 3 days. She want like a 3-day thing before she sent out FEMA and all this nonsense. And like I said before, when it happened when Helene came through, people don't want to hear nothing about what you got going on. People want help now. You know what I'm saying? And like with Trump, with the person that he got there, she's not qualified. And I'm not trying to take over the segment.
No one,
my brother. It just seems though that these people that he has in his administration, they're not qualified. And we're seeing this every damn time when there's these type of events. I'm not saying that Biden did a great job when Helene came in, but at least he had people in places to get some type of structure. Right now, it seems as though that this administration, the people that's in charge, they don't have no type of structure.
Man, there's a quote out there that I read. Somebody said IKEA has better cabinets than the Trump administration. So it's like you got to think, like, when people are thinking like that, this is sad, because we're gonna go back to that Norm chick with the 72 hours. She's saying that they want to leave it up to the states.
Yeah.
In the F in FEMA mean federal emergency?
Yeah.
Why that's the whole point of it. That's why it's in place.
Yeah.
And like you said before, it should not be 3 days of people suffering before the federal government gets involved.
Yeah. And it's a damn shame, but somebody's going to get blamed. And according to this guy, it's DEI.
What you are not being told by the media anywhere is that the death toll likely would not have been as high if it wasn't for DEI.
Come on now, dog.
This Texas tragedy is just the latest example. It's not just incompetence. This is DEI working.
Come on, man.
To undermine meritocratic institutions, and more people likely died than otherwise would have because of DEI.
You are a fucking idiot.
And the reason why he's saying that,
does that got to do anything?
Listen to this. I'm about to tell you right now. The reason why they're saying that more people. I'm coming to you first, conspiracy brother. They say that more people probably could have survived, but the fire chief from Austin, I think Austin is like 2 to 3 hours from where they at.
No, it's up the road. It's right up the road.
No, they say 2 hours
from Kerr. From Kerr.
Yeah, from Kerr. It's about 2 hours.
Oh.
It's 2 hours. It's 2 hours.
Oh.
So they saying that he didn't send out his rescue people out in enough time to help save lives because he's a black man. So conspiracy brother, I know you don't look at race or anything like that anymore, but he's not blamed. This guy is not saying that it's not Trump who cut the NOAA. It's not the governor who wasn't on his job. It is not the people that didn't take the money. Some people could have been saved if this fire chief 2 hours away had to send his people out in enough time. And as we all heard, most people didn't get the alert anyway. So your thoughts on this guy saying that?
There's always got to be somebody with some foolishness. You can't have tragedy without foolishness. And that's simply what this is. It's simply a matter of the people didn't want the money. They didn't want they didn't want to protect themselves at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because they felt it would have been a risk to the money that they got over the summertime. So at the end of the day, what he says is just pure foolishness and a distraction to rile people up from the truth of people not doing what they're supposed to do.
And before I come to you, Pharaoh, I'm gonna come back to you on conspiracy, brother. I want you to answer this because I know you don't your dynamic or the way that you view the world now has changed. And you always say that they come up with stuff like that to get you agitated. But don't you think this is not the time to say some shit like that though? I mean, people are grieving and they're dealing with type of stuff, but yet you're gonna bring up DEI on a tragedy like this. Your thoughts, conspiracy, brother?
But there's nothing new with tragedy where somebody comes out and tries to blame something that really has nothing to do with the situation, just to like I say, to distract people from the real problem of the situation.
Okay.
A fire chief 2 hours away ain't got shit to do with them people not taking care of getting some type of system to protect themselves. At the end of the day, it's about protecting themselves. The people didn't want it, so they didn't want to protect themselves at the end of the day.
Yeah,
that's where the blame starts. First off, is with
isn't Austin
the government of that area?
Isn't Austin the what you call it, capital of Texas, right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck are we talking about a police chief when it's actually the governor that's down the street too?
Yeah, but they got, because he's a black man. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get that.
Yeah, but I guess what I'm saying, but Farrah, I'm gonna let you. I guess what I'm saying is that's a reach though, because of the fact
it's a
that
2 hour reach.
Exactly.
It's a 2 hour. No, what I'm saying is you got San Antonio that's closer. Why don't you pick somebody from there? Oh, probably because there's no black police chiefs down there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no fire chief. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry, fire chief, whatever. But you have other rescue or emergency vehicles or cities that's closer than that. Because, this has happened before. I know there's other readily available. Hell, the Mexicans came from across from another country to help out.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, before anybody else. So what are we talking about here? DEI. Charlie Kirk is a piece of shit.
Drawing the club. That's the same thing I said.
Yeah, so he's the worst conservative ever. He does not need a platform. Somebody need to slap the shit out of him.
But you see, the funny part is if y'all get a chance, I did a video about it. I did a 10-minute video about the same thing, talking about him. And like I said in the video, he don't have no qualification, dropped out of college. And the only thing he got going is
dropped out of knowledge.
Yeah, and the only thing he got going is saying shit like this because of the fact that if you look at it, Donald Trump is white, the governor is white, the constituents in that area is dominantly white, so we're not gonna blame them.
The cabinet is white.
I'm gonna go 2 hours away and I'm gonna get this black man who came from Atlanta, who has 30 years being a chief of 30 years being a fireman, and you're gonna say that he's incompetent? Tim Dog, to me,
fireman, not no damn flood expert.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that he did have people on the ground, but he's gonna say that Charlie Kirk basically said that he didn't want to send him because I guess it would have cost him like $800,000, and he wanted to know how he was going to get reimbursed. But during that time, I don't think that man would think about no money. And then he's also responsible for what area? Austin. So he's responsible for his area. So Tim Dog, shouldn't other people be blamed not blame, but step up and say, hey man, this is part of our problem. This is not DEI. Your thoughts, Tim?
This motherfucker just want to keep his name out there. The more controversy he stirred, the more people going to talk about him. That's all he's about. If something would have happened to him or his family, and him praising Felon 47, he still wouldn't have nothing to say, because then his pride would be hurt, his ego. So what does he do? He stirs up shit like this out of nowhere. Why? Because he knows that someone like us is going to react and say something, stir something, and get it going. And other people as well who seriously believe in him, his base. And that's what's messed up. I don't give a fuck what he said. I mean, he don't run shit except his mouth.
Yeah.
So if people want to sit there and listen to him, they just as much as a fool as he is, because
There's
they
a
know
lot of
damn
them.
well, and you know damn well that nobody, San Antonio would come there, Houston would be there before Austin. So this motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. He's just trying to just start something up to keep him relevant.
you know, one thing I say about Conspiracy
him.
Brother, one thing I can say about Conspiracy Brother, he always said this. He say that, hey, what they do is they do stuff like that to get us riled up. And it had me riled up, because I'm saying there's other avenues that you could say, but you want to put it on DEI. So Conspiracy Brother, take a bow, because you say it all the goddamn time. You say it all the time.
What did I say earlier?
Yeah.
They're gonna blame everybody but themselves. Here we go.
Yeah, they're gonna blame everybody but themselves. But Farrell, you brought it up earlier, because a lot of people are saying that we shouldn't make this political. Yeah, I said it in my video that I did last night. When the fire was going on in California, we had people on the right basically saying, let it burn. Or better yet, before we give them aid, we're going to put strings attached to it before we give them aid. But Farrell, you was talking about this young lady, because she say that we should have compassion. But did she show compassion when she was talking about that thing y'all got down there in Florida now, Conspiracy Brother, alligator Alcatraz?
Alligator.
With alligator trash if I want to. And what you gonna do, baby? I'm gonna tell you FA and FO. Okay? So you have the day you deserve.
A few moments later.
This is crazy. I know we're not Kerr County. I know we're not Kerrville. I know we're not San Angelo or San Antonio. But hell, we're human beings. Help us. We need help. Get me the media. Get me some official. Get me water. Get me anything we need, please. We have nothing. For God's sakes, Travis County, help us. Don't treat us like we're nothing out here, because we're not. We're human beings. We pay taxes out here. Don't treat us like this. I'm going to tell you.
There it is, Pharaoh.
And that's the bitch.
And that's the question I'm about to ask you. Should we have compassion for people like that? Because she didn't show compassion to nobody else.
We're not going to single people when it comes with compassion. We're just looking at the event itself. We look at the event, we take care of the event, because not everybody, she doesn't represent everybody. So, but for her, I would like to say, I hope she sees this. You're getting what you reap. You reap what you sow. You want to be mean, you want to be ugly, you want to be disgraceful. This is what you get when you do that.
Yeah.
All right. So this dude done sneezed his ass off the damn screen.
I'm trying to fit. No, I took the bout, but what kind of sneeze was that?
He was trying to mute himself and turned off his goddamn camera.
Yeah.
You know his finger slipped. I mean,
his knuckles.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I saw that, man. Like, I agree. No, it's just an event. And like I said, I want to shout out Jalen Hurts for donating $30 million and going down there and helping
30
out.
million or 30,000?
30 million.
God dang.
He donated $30 million and he's there on the ground helping with recovery efforts. And
fuck you.
And that's a big deal. And so instead of you crying, fuck around and find out about alligator Alcatraz, maybe you should have got your ass over there and helped the black man look for some lives.
Coming to you, Conspiracy Brother, I guess that what people are saying is that she don't show no compassion, because I heard down there alligator Alcatraz is horrendous.
It
and
is.
people are
It's tents, not
suffering.
even buildings.
Yeah,
I heard it flooded.
people are suffering because they don't look like you, and it always boils down to a situation.
right.
When things happen to, I say this, like I'm gonna say back in my video, fellas, y'all need to check me out. In my video, you could say this when it doesn't happen to you personally, or it doesn't happen to things in your state. She said that a week ago. Then less than a week, now you saying help us, help us. But you laughing at these people being put in these tents. You laughing at the people that may die from an alligator. But now, I hate to say it this way, but God is saying, okay, I'm about to smite you down. Now you're gonna feel this wrath. And now she's basically saying, help us. You know,
we pay taxes.
We pay taxes. Your thoughts, conspiracy brother.
Well, there's something known as the universal laws, and one of them is karma. What you put out, you get back. So she put that negative energy out there. Now she was on there laughing and kikiing, and now she on there crying and boo-hooing. So you got to understand, you got to be, again, she had no compassion. And now she wants people to have compassion for her situation. And like I said, we got compassion for the situation.
Yeah.
But when you come out there and you shucking and bow jiving on TV and your ass get hit, you know what I'm saying? Take your medicine.
Yeah.
That's why you got to be careful what you put out there in the air.
And you know, that's eye for eye. Yeah, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. And that's why I think that's the thing about the internet. Whatever you put out there on the internet is always going to come back and bite you in the ass.
That shit is never ending, boy.
I'm being for real, Tim Dog. So she should have thought about that when you laughing at these people in these, I'm gonna say concentration camp. I know that's not what they're calling it, but in these type of situations. But now you're in this type of situation, and now you're on TV begging for somebody to have compassion. I mean, you don't have that same compassion for people that don't look like you, or better yet, wasn't in the situation that you was in. Tim Dog, your thoughts?
In the words of my buddy Mad Professor, the bitch got what she deserved.
Fucking white tears, right?
Yeah, who gives a fuck about somebody who gonna sit there and pass judgment on people and then want someone to help you instead of passing judgment on you? You know, you sit there and ridicule, you beat down people because they don't like you, and then when something happens to you, you expect for people to help you when we don't give a fuck about you.
What up, cuz?
Your attitude by itself,
happy
your
birthday.
attitude alone just tells you what kind of person you
Happy
are.
birthday.
So
yeah,
and like Pharaoh said, she don't speak for everyone, but
yeah,
like that dude there with the fucked up haircut was talking. You know,
but
you just
some
people just don't care.
Have you noticed that there's only a certain demographic that actually gets on social media and wish ill on everybody else? But but the other demographics, they don't think about that type of ill will to other folks.
But that's why I put this video in there, and I'm glad you said it, Ferry. Like I said, great minds think alike, because everything that Tim Dog been saying, everything that Conspiracy Brothers been saying, and you saying, I got it in the videos, and all came together like Voltron. But
wait, I'm saying, the lions or the vehicles?
The lion, man. No, we the lions. Hey, we animals on this here. But what I'm saying is that it's a strange situation. And I always say this, man, and I use myself as an example.
Mm-hmm.
I was a person that never thought about cancer a day in my life. I know people that suffer from cancer, and friends of mine. Cancer didn't really hit home to me until my mother died from cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't affect me until it happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to get out of my mind frame and say that, hey, even though you're not living that way or you're not going through that, you should have compassion for the people that do.
So maybe this will open her eyes.
Exactly.
And give her a different perspective on how shit really works when people are in a time of need or in a situation that's just fucked up and they have no control over that.
They'll have
So
no control
maybe
over it.
maybe this will wake her ass up, and she'll change her perspective on the way this world works.
But it goes back to what you said.
Or the politics surrounding what she's choosing to follow.
And like I say, Tim Dog, I'm not trying to make it all about politics.
It is though.
But what I'm saying is the same energy that Trump puts out is the energy that she was taking in. But now that you're in a situation and Trump is supposed to be your savior, and the people that he has in charge of it is taking 3 days for you to get help. But you hate to say it, it's like they were saying, I'm trying to get out. You voted for this. Yeah, you voted for this guy and his administration, and now you feeling the pain that other people was telling you that, hey, if you get in a situation, you're going to feel it too. Tim Dog.
Hey, like eat your nuts said. Karma.
Eat your pineapples.
That boy loves some nuts. He loves nuts coming out of his mouth.
Each corn nuts. Each corn nut said, karma. and she's getting hers right now. And,
yeah.
And like I always say, if you don't like something, you can change it, but you can't cry when you get your change and it's not the change that you want.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
They about to get a change. They ain't gonna have no choice this time. They about to change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And like I say, I don't want y'all to think that we're here bashing everybody that's going through the shit. We bash. I'm gonna say I'm not speak for the rest of y'all. This young lady got what she deserved because she wanted paid for everybody else, and she got it. We feel for the family members that going through this situation because, like I say, no parent should lose a child. No family member should lose somebody like this that could have been prevented. Yeah, it might have been some casualties, but to the extent that they still got what they say 161 still missing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we feel for those family members, but a person like that, I don't have no compassion for. That's fellas, right. If I'm wrong, y'all tell them I'm wrong. Pharaoh,
I'm
wrong?
No.
It's a consensus here.
What we got to get conspiracy brother. What you say, conspiracy brother? If I'm wrong, let me know if I'm wrong.
Have compassion for her because now, like I said, now she's been put in that situation where she has to deal with the consequences of the words she's spoken to the F.
Her actions.
Like I say, you one week you clowning and shucking, and the next week you crying.
Well, I tell you like this, conspiracy brother. I might show a little bit of compassion, but her ass getting the scarlet letter though. She gonna walk around. Everybody gonna know who the fuck she is, though.
She get a whooping now. She need to catch a whooping now. I ain't saying she ain't deserving of a whooping.
Ain't that crazy bitch that was over there talking about some shit?
Yeah, that's exactly what she got. Get this goddamn scarlet letter. But like I say, from 2 Cigars and a Blunt, and hopefully, fellas, I'm gonna speak for all of y'all. Hopefully, y'all don't mind. We sending our condolences to everybody that loves someone. That prayers going out to all the family members that's looking for their loved ones. You know what I'm saying? And this is the time that we should be pulling together, not like Charlie Kirk putting it on DEI. No, this is not the time for that nonsense. It's the time for us to pull together. Like you say, Pharaoh, you made a great point. Even though Trump shits on Mexico was one of the first to send people to come help. It wasn't about politics. It was about being a humanitarian or a human. And that's what I'm saying. Yeah, with this young lady,
there are people too, if you think about it.
It's there people too, when it boils down to it. And speaking of, we switching gears here. Oh man, because if you're a MAGA, you was in love with Trump talking about his boy. But now they're saying that there's no foul. We get what Joe said. When you poke the bear and it finally catches you, it is what it is. It is what it is. Because that's like like the mad people told mad professor told our conspiracy brother. Well, he ain't told him shit. Let him get shot. Go ahead, put that shit in there. Go ahead. I want to see what happens.
Ain't say I want to see what my head like this now.
I want to see what happened.
That shit don't even lay down no more. My head don't even lay down. Shit don't even lay down.
I want to see what happened.
Yeah. Hey man, that's messed up, ain't it?
But the shirt gives, man, this is also in the news, man. And they're talking about this guy. He don't have a list anymore. Or better yet, I don't even think he did anything that they say he did.
Now to the breaking news overnight about the Jeffrey Epstein files and the conspiracy theories officially being rejected. Overnight, the FBI and Justice Department releasing 11 hours of footage they say helps confirm notorious financier Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in his Manhattan jail cell in 2019, awaiting his sex trafficking trial. According to a memo detailing the findings, investigators found the video showed no one entering the area in the overnight hours before Epstein was found unresponsive. But perhaps the biggest bombshell, investigators say they found no incriminating client list of Epstein's, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, and no evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. For years, Epstein has been at the center of conspiracies surrounding both his death and a rumored client list allegedly used to blackmail powerful men. Attorney General Pam Bondi, back in February, was asked if the Justice Department intended to release a list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients. Bondi saying this.
It's sitting on my desk right now to review. That's been a directive by President Trump. I'm reviewing that.
So have you seen anything that you said, oh my gosh?
Not yet.
And just last month, while feuding with President Trump, Elon Musk posting, time to drop the really big bomb. At real Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That is the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day, Donald J. Trump. But Musk later deleted that post and others, saying he went too far in attacking Trump. The president saying he cut ties with Epstein nearly 2 decades ago, saying even Epstein's lawyer cleared him.
Conspiracy brother. Oh, this right up your alley. Oh. Should we believe? No, should we take the DOJ and the FBI word in the Epstein file and client list? This right up your alley.
Because half of them motherfuckers on this ain't saying shit. Their names is on that list. That's why ain't no goddamn list. Again, you got
that's right.
Oh shit!
That's
what you saying?
That's a conspiracy.
Their names on that list.
Did you say their name on that list?
They got a list, but they ain't got no list.
They got a list, but they ain't got no list.
Yeah,
What is it called?
What
it's called the knock list. We're gonna do some Mission Impossible shit. It's the
Yeah.
knock list.
But
it's again,
you
once it
got a
got in
word?
the hands of the government, that shit was a wrap. Yeah, once it got in the hands of the government, that shit was a wrap. It wasn't coming out.
It wasn't coming out.
Done.
But Russell Simmons can't come back for about now. He declared.
Goddamn,
His
Joe.
ass ain't coming back.
Goddamn, Joe, that's fucked up, Joe.
He know that shit exists.
Yeah, he knows it exists. Yeah, Farrell, your thoughts, man.
I would say the conspiracy is that Puffy got cleared the same week that Epstein got cleared, and they had a tape where they showed Epstein walking past the little area. All of a sudden, he's not there anymore. It's not shown, so they cut the tape.
They say it's a minute. They say a minute and 30 seconds. I think they say it's a minute and at least minute and 30 seconds of the tape is missing.
Exactly. So that's where he walked back to the cell because they had a video out of that, and then of course, just like Elon said, man, he's in the tape. Trump's in the tape. They got plenty of tapes of him hanging out with Epstein. So come on, man.
Yeah. Your thoughts, Tim Dawg.
Give a fuck. He told him, hey, get rid of that shit, and they got rid of it. End of story.
Somebody got it. Somebody got
Oh,
it
it's somewhere. Well, the thing is, it got logged in evidence, and whatever got logged in, I'm sure there's a paper trail of it. And if something's missing, it'll come out somewhere.
I don't know if y'all. I mean to cut you off, Tim Dawg. The dude that was on O.J. Simpson trial, Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz, he's a lawyer.
Yeah, I remember that name.
He said that he's seen the list. He said that he's seen the list, but he's under a gag order from a judge that he can't speak about it. And he said if the list was to come out, it would be some high power people that will fall. People that's in high places in the government that will actually fall.
Absolutely.
Now finish your statement. I didn't mean to cut you off, Tim Dawg.
And who got their hands on it? The government.
Like I said.
Absolutely.
So we supposed to trust that.
Hey, this shit just like the moon landing. The moon landing happened.
No, hey, you know what it is? Know what it's like, Pharaoh? It's like this.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years.
What about people who say you're only interested in the Middle East for oil?
What? Huh? Oil? Who said something about oil, bitch? You cooking?
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
Better not drop that
That ain't
shit.
never gonna get old. That ain't never gonna get old.
Who you trying
Man,
Who said something
better
about
not
old?
drop that shit.
But go ahead, Pharaoh. I need to cut you off, man. But
No,
that's
you
what it's
good.
like. Hey, we
Yeah,
about to
no.
change the subject, because all this time they were talking about Epstein. Then all of a sudden, Elon Musk and his boy, they fell out.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk basically said, "Hey, man, drop that mixtape so we can see that you own it." Now, all of a sudden, your girl, what's her name, Bondi, she
Oh,
said,
she's a PI. So shit.
"What's up, Doe?" Yeah. She said back
What up, Doe?
back in February, it's on my desk, and then to
Yes.
come out and say that,
Oh yeah.
there's nothing. Conspiracy brother, I knew. I was like, damn, conspiracy brother gonna have a goddamn a smorgasbord with this one because
Ain't
this
no
is right up his
conspiracy
alley.
behind this. This shit true. They didn't got rid of that shit. Plain
Yeah,
and
they
simple.
got rid of it, but you know what's funny though? MAGA is really mad that they did.
And so when the DOJ comes back basically yesterday and says, you know what, looked at it and turns out nothing to see here. Well, now that same right-wing media ecosystem is absolutely fuming.
The whole thing that this tape shows he didn't kill himself is like a joke. But worse than that, it's a joke that we all get. Like, they're not fooling anybody. So I feel like we're at a dangerous point now.
So now by coming in and being part of the cover-up, the Trump administration has become part of it. I mean, it's just you cannot see it any other way. So I just got to the office. So I'm going to go throw up, actually. And this only happens every few years when something really, really bad happens or something. I mean, I'm physically going to puke probably right now. My mouth is watering right now. Because I have integrity. And, I just really need the Trump administration to succeed and to save this country. And they're doing so much good. And then for them to do something like this tears my guts out.
Do you see what you've done, Pam Bondi? You have made Alex Jones cry and possibly puke, which he only does a few times a year because of how much integrity he has.
Man, fuck you, Juan. That's funny. Y'all didn't see it, man. Hey, I'm laughing.
I see that shit.
You know what I say?
Show me a magic trick. Disappear. Turn off.
Turn off funny. What's up, Marcus?
Oh my god.
Oh, Brian is on the list.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Oh
list.
man. Oh, man, that's funny,
But
man.
I
Hey,
tell you, it don't matter who would have been president.
yeah.
We would never see that list because, like you said, a lot
Yeah.
of people that's in charge right now are on that list. So
Yeah. Hey, but you know what's funny though? And I want you to answer this, Tim, dog. Alex Jones, and you brought it up earlier. You even talked about it. When all those kids got killed, Sandy Hook. He was one of the main people that was saying that Sandy Hook was like a show. It wasn't real. Those paid actors, those kids that got killed, got killed by that gunman. It really didn't happen. And basically he got sued and he lost all his damn money. For him to come out and basically say that, hey, I lose respect for Donald Trump because they know that there's something there, and for y'all to cover it up. And like you said, he's a man of integrity. You can't be a man of integrity if you thought that those young kids didn't get killed by that gunman. I don't buy that. I don't buy that at all. But to hear the MAGA people basically come out and say that they know that something is going on, and Donald Trump was supposed to be the person to clean the swamp. Now he's part of the swamp. Is a slap in their face. Your thoughts, Tim Dawg?
Tim, are you
Tim?
alive?
He froze.
you know what?
Pharaoh.
Donald Trump might be holding that list for himself, so he could blackmail motherfuckers. He might because he's that type of motherfucker that he might just say, "Ain't no list." But
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
the list, and now I got power. I got even more power from the hotels that I was clocking y'all asses in. Now I got the list of y'all motherfuckers. So he could just be holding out because he's that type of cringy motherfucker. So I wouldn't put it past him that he's just doing that just to. That's how he gonna keep his power.
I got you.
Having that list.
I ain't thought about that because he
So you
does
gotta
want to run
realize-
it. Yeah, he does want to
You
run
gotta
again in
realize,
2028 where he can.
No.
Hold on. I'm just saying, Farrell. I'm just saying that's some shit though. I ain't thought. I'm just saying.
No. And I
You
agree.
gotta look at who got the who got it.
Yeah,
if it
go
was
ahead,
somebody
Farrell.
else, that bitch would be destroyed. But Donald
ahead,
Trump
Farrell.
got it.
Go ahead,
No,
Farrell.
I agree
on
with
the hard drive.
I agree with that. I do believe that. Yeah, like he got the tape. Somebody gave him the tape or whatever the case is. That's why he said, "Why are we still talking about Epstein? Who talking about Epstein?" Like so,
like Dave Chappelle.
I do see that.
Or you say Dave Chappelle. Who talk about all, bitch? Anybody cooking?
I agree with that. But with that being said, man, listen, man, he's not gonna be around for 2028, man.
I got that. I'm just saying, but I'm just looking at this. I'm just looking at this conspiracy angle.
Yeah.
What conspiracy brother just said. Hey, if he was going to run again, hey, y'all know I got this tape. Hey, y'all gonna let me run again?
You know what? Donald Trump can be president again and not be president. Just off
That's
of that,
true too.
because he can decide who is going to be the next president and who he can get.
Why fucking with you, man?
Yeah.
Fuck
And
why?
who
He was fucking with me first. Now he fucking with you, King, and that's your co-worker.
Hey, you know what, Juan?
That's your
Fuck you for
man.
not being at work today, Juan. How
That's
about
your
that?
man's.
Have me
But go
there by
ahead.
myself.
Go ahead, Spritz. I didn't mean to cut you off, man. Why be fucking with us, man? Y'all be looking at the comments, make me laugh. Go ahead, man.
Man,
I was saying if he got that list, he can control who the next president is, which can still give him some type of power without having to be president, and he can still be. So, like I said, there's a list, and he probably got that motherfucker. Like I said, he had them hotels, and them hotels wasn't for no reason.
Yeah.
He got politicians and all kinds of motherfuckers on tape doing shit that they wasn't supposed to be doing. And now he got a list of them perverted motherfuckers on top of that to put with the tapes he got.
What are you
So
talking
he's
about?
making moves.
There's no list. What list?
There's no list. But let me ask you this, Pharaoh. Me ask you this, Pharaoh. Yeah, Pharaoh, I want you to answer me this. So if there's no list, right? Why is the young lady still in jail then? Because she was sent to jail for trafficking women to high-powered men to have sex with.
El Chapo was one of them.
No, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, you don't want people. You don't want her free, so she can give out the names of the people, and the people too.
He said, "I ain't gonna say shit. I'll do my time.
I got to keep the source on the raps too."
No, she wants Trump to give her a pardon.
No, I'm saying.
I'm
Trump
talking to
will
conspiracy
pardon
brother. No, I'm talking to conspiracy brother to talk about. She want to get out. She don't want to do her time. She want to get the fuck out.
I'm saying that what she say.
Okay,
Yeah.
but go ahead, Pharaoh. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, that's like you can't let the source out, man. That's like, what's the point of me having a list and not letting nobody know if I'm gonna let the source out?
Blue.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, basically they're saying that there's no file, so I guess he trafficked women for himself. That's what they're saying, and that's why
like
she
did he?
But he was
what
free too now.
Goddamn this.
And they were best
this
friends.
shit don't make no sense.
They were best friends.
Goddamn cool.
They was boys.
Coincidence.
Yeah, they were boys. That's
Ain't
right.
no such thing as no coincidence.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say allegedly because I wasn't there. There's a it was on TikTok, and I saved the videos because I was gonna do something about it. Then when I went to try to do my video, TikTok took the video down and say the video is no longer available. But now somebody brought edited version of this young girl, and she's talking about Epstein and Trump, and she said that she was 13 at the time. And I'm saying allegedly because I don't know if it's true or not. She said that Epstein and Trump had a bet who could take her virginity. And Epstein got mad because Trump took her she didn't say virginity, she said popped her cherry.
That's the same thing.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying what she said. She said that I'm not gonna say my virginity, he wanted to pop my cherry.
That's old school.
Exactly. and it's on TikTok. I like I say, I'm gonna do my due diligence
Man,
when
he
I put.
already told the dude that he was gonna
do what?
date a girl 10
gonna do
years.
what?
But this
Yeah.
but this
How you
is
gonna
the
do what?
shit.
What you gonna do, man? On the
I'm
street,
gonna do my
who?
I'm gonna do my due diligence.
You gonna do what?
My due diligence, baby. Come on, baby. Man on the street. I mean my vocabulary bag. Y'all can see what the fuck y'all want. I'm getting educated. But this is what she said though. This is the shit. I don't know if this shit true or not, but I seen Donald Trump and how he act with his daughter.
We all seen that.
Hold on. She said that the reason why Donald Trump wanted to pop her cherry because she said that Donald Trump told her, "You remind me, and you look like my daughter."
Exactly. I can see that. I can see that. I can hear that. I'm telling you now.
I'm saying allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not. So allegedly,
nah, brother.
That's what she said.
True. He already said he dated her.
Yeah, damn sure did.
So
I'm just saying that's what I heard, man.
Son of a bitch, man. Shit.
Nasty motherfuckers.
Yeah.
I got some shit I'm gonna say in the after show. It's about nasty motherfuckers.
All right.
Hey, the only one.
But before we close the show out, man, I want us to talk about this, man, because this shit came across my timeline, and I just want us to have at least about 10, 15 minutes, fella, if y'all don't mind, because it's talking about your state, on Conspiracy Brother, on Louisiana, and they talk about Angola, and that's why I wanted to ask y'all about this. Life without parole, because a lot of these brothers, a lot of these men, they go to prison at an early age, and then there's no parole. I don't give a damn if you rehabilitate yourself in prison or not. And I want to get y'all thoughts on this. I think this is like 2 years old when this video came out, but I want to get y'all thoughts on this.
How long you been here?
I've come here in 1953. I ain't never been out.
How old were you when you came here?
16, going on 17.
You were just a teenager.
Right.
How old are you now?
83.
Do you want to get out of here?
Definitely. Man, I've been here all my life, ever since I was a kid.
Do you have any people outside?
No. All of them died.
Do you get visitors?
No.
If they ever let you out, are you a danger?
Sammy Robinson, Jr., incarcerated for 66 years at Louisiana's Angola prison until his death in 2019, became a symbol of systemic injustice and the brutality of life sentences without parole.
And I just want to get a quick conversation because this guy went to jail at 16 for, they say, attempted rape. And then they come to find out he didn't have proper representation. But he did kill a man while he was in jail. But he went there as a 16-year-old. When you look at things like this, Pharaoh, should these guys in their later years be granted, like 83 years old, probation? I mean probation, but what's the word I'm looking for? Parole. Thank you. Your thoughts, Pharaoh.
So I was looking at this statistic since you brought that up.
Yeah.
They're saying that 12,000 inmates right now are on life sentences without parole that they got convicted before the age of 18.
Mm.
With that being said, you have virtual paroles, which is like 50 years or more. You have life with parole. That's like, I forget what the numbers were, but 65% of black males are in prison. 1 out of 5 of us has a life sentence.
Hey.
And then it says 30 or younger is black males. 35 and older are Hispanic males. So if you're looking at the disparity, there's only like 26% white people that's in prison on a life with life without parole. The system is put in there for us. It's that simple. And if anybody can look at the justice system, you can say that the justice system is not for us. the 4th of July is not for us. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no freedom for black folks in this world because we have to do 10 times better than the next person, and we still do not have the same opportunities because everything is disparaging for us. So yes, at the age of 83, this man can't even pick up a damn fork to eat. What the hell is he gonna do?
Yeah, at the time, well, he has passed since that video. He's passed.
That's
So,
unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Like it's like, man, he had no family to come visit. And then if he did get out, he probably hang himself. Just like, what was it in what was that movie with Morgan Freeman?
Shawshank Redemption. Yeah.
If it wasn't for him having a place to go, he was thinking about killing himself.
Yeah, but the reason why I brought this up, like I say, I be watching stuff like this all the time, and it hit me because Conspiracy Brother, he went to jail at 16. Yeah, they say that his conviction for what he went to jail for was overturned, but he did kill a man while he was in prison. But from 16 and up to the time he died, I think he said he died in 2019, so he lived to be, I think, another 4 years to be 87. You telling me that a man or a woman doesn't deserve to have parole, especially in their later years? 66 years is a long time to be in prison. And then, like, when the guy asked him, do you have any family members? He said, no, all of them dead. And like Pharaoh said, anybody? No. So basically, he's by himself. Mm-hmm. So at that age, like Pharaoh said, he barely could do any damn thing. He's not I'm not going to say that he's a menace to society, because older people do commit crimes too. But come on, man, from 16 to 83, and you don't think this guy deserves some type of parole? It boggles my mind. What you say, Conspiracy Brother?
Yeah, that's crazy shit, and it's like that for a lot of people where they go in that young and have to ride out that sentence, and like he didn't even get convicted off a life sentence to start with.
But can I say this, Conspiracy Brother? Can I say this though? And you should know, you from Louisiana, in Angola, because he was at the worst prison. I think Angola is the worst prison in the U.S. I don't know you from that state, but from what I've heard and what I've read, is one of the worst prisons that you could ever be sent to. Go ahead with your thought.
Yeah. I ain't got no personal experience. I ain't never been there. Ain't never seen it. So, but that's what they say.
But what you heard though, I mean, you probably heard the same thing I heard.
Definitely. But at a certain point, you have to let people go, because like I worked in the halfway house, and a lot of them guys made mistakes when they were younger, and I would talk to a lot of them guys to find out their story, and a lot of them, they understood that they fucked up, when they did it, and that they changed, and people can change. Like I said, I talked to a lot of them guys, and a lot of them, some of them were still knuckleheads. Some of them, they understood that they made a mistake and they had to do their time.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, once you've done your time and understand, like at that, like once you get that old, that you like just save the taxpayer some dollars or something. Give the man a chance to die free.
Yeah.
Don't die, because he's gonna die in a mental prison when he die.
Yeah, and
his soul's still trapped.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. If you get a chance, it's on YouTube. Like I say, I'll be watching listen to some stuff, and it came across my timeline. I wanted to talk about it because Tim Dog, there was a guy. There was a guy. He was dying of cancer. He was in hospice, so he was going, and he went up for parole, and they denied him. They denied him parole, but they knew he was going to die. But he was in there since he was a teenager, a life sentence. And I guess what they meant, Tim Dog, a life sentence is a life sentence. I don't give a damn. You've been here for 30 to 50 to 60 years. You're going to die in here. No matter if you try to rehabilitate yourself or not. We meant what we said. So do you think these guys, just like the young lady, people should have some type of compassion, no matter what the crime they may have did, some type of compassion, especially if this person is dying from an incurable disease. It's gonna die anyway. And like you said, I think conspiracy brother, let the man die free. But yet they kept him in jail. Your thoughts, Tim Dog?
To me, I guess it depends on the circumstances. That man,
Yeah,
he should
definitely.
have been out a long time ago. I mean, if he had not
He
been in
shouldn't have
jail,
been there
he
in the
would not
first
have.
place.
Right. Had he not been in jail, he wouldn't have murdered anyone. And I'm sure he did it for self-defense, but they don't see that in prison.
And that's right, Marcus. You're absolutely
And
right.
and to me, the hypocrisy of it
Mama.
is that they'll sit there and justify why the clear person can get out, but the dark person has to stay. I mean, we all know about systemic racism. We all know what it is. And to me, it's just people saying that you can't tell me what to do. I'm going to do what I want. Or, I'm going to keep on suppressing you. And so that you understand that, you mind. Some people are like that.
But I'm gonna play devil advocate right here now, Pharaoh. I'm gonna play devil advocate. I'm gonna play the side of the family member that lost their loved ones to somebody that took their family members.
And that was
I'm gonna go to court every damn time they offer parole. I don't give a damn if you've been in there 50, 60, 80 damn years. If you live to be 120, this person does not need to be released on parole because they took the life of my loved ones. So you could feel their pain too for a person that went to prison at an early age. Your thoughts?
I would say let's look at it from my man, the running back from Tampa Bay. The one his mother was a police officer, and she was killed.
You talk about Derek Dunn.
Yeah, Warwick Dunn.
Warwick Dunn. I said Derek. I got the Dunn boy. I got the Dunn right. So that's half a point for the man on the street.
Yeah, right.
No, you got Dunn right.
He actually met the guy that killed his mother.
Mm-hmm.
He forgave that dude, even though he forget, what happened. He forgave the dude. Can we all have that same
compassion,
or even strength to do it?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people, they don't have that because everybody's vindictive in their own certain way.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that it would have to depend on the circumstances. It had to depend on you, how strong are yourself, with yourself to let that go. With over 200,000 people on death row in the United States, 2/3 of them are black, and they're not all murders. They just happen to be in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So I think they should look at the prison system and then what got them in there and start weeding these people out, especially the ones who got put in there for selling, weed. That's legal now in most states.
Yeah. That's true too.
To go, man. We just need to go and revamp the prison system.
Yeah, I would say this on Conspiracy Brother and Tim Dog. I'm gonna get your final thoughts before we go to our closing statements. That's one thing that I don't know if he's still a governor because, like I said, when I watched the video, he said that I think y'all prison system was like the second, and he said that some of these people,
Georgia's in there
with these life sentences, we need to look at it because, like you say, it's the taxpayer money that's keeping them in there. And there was a guy. It was two guys. The guy, he went to jail when he was 15, and I think he was in jail for like 40 years, right? And he brought it up because I think Louisiana had revamped their law where he say if you went to jail as a young adult with no parole, they reversed it and say that you can get parole. And the first guy that did it, he went up, he didn't get it. So the first guy that when they changed the law was a young white guy. He went to jail when he was 15. When they changed the law, he got parole when he was 34. But what he did was he did start what's the thing? What's the word I'm looking for? If you start something, nonprofit. He started a nonprofit. No, he started a nonprofit to help people like that. And so when he started a nonprofit, but the guy that wanted to change the law, they denied him twice before they say we were gonna let you out. So that's what I'm saying. When these young kids make these type of horrendous crimes, because murder is something that nobody could ever come back from, and the family members are still feeling that pain, their conspiracy brother. You can understand the family members saying, "Yeah, keep that person in jail," right?
Definitely, like you said, it's a case by case situation because I always felt there's no qualms about we know that you killed somebody, we know that you did this. I've always
Yeah.
been for giving somebody life, but if there's questions and a lot of different things that went on behind this case that could leave too much wiggle room, you need to put them guys up for parole and give them a chance because a lot of them guys they served their time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the time is mental. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's a case by case because, like with that one guy, he was in there for rape, which he's alleged rape, and ended up killing
Yeah.
somebody. So that's where he got his time from. And it's just like I said, it's a whole fucked up system altogether because once you win it, they want to keep you in it. They want to make
Yeah.
you part of their system. Like my mama said, it's a booming business.
Yeah, it's a
Probably the
big
biggest
boom.
business in
Yeah.
this country.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So,
you know,
can I add this? Let me
Go
add,
ahead.
let
Go
me
ahead.
add this before we answer Rios. So right now, out of 1,677 facilities or prison facilities, the Federal Bureau of Prisons is 111. State is 1,155 facilities, and there's 411 privately owned and operated prisons.
Yeah.
You get rid of those 411,
Yeah.
you can revamp everything else.
Yeah.
But you already know, like Mama Major said, it's business, and they're gonna keep those people going through there because 2/3, like I said, of the population, of prison population, is us.
Yeah.
And with that Charlie Kirk thing that you was talking about,
Yeah.
he only said that
Yeah.
because that keeps black people out of the damn off the streets. That and
Yeah.
Latino.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, I don't know if you remember this, Tim Dog. I remember, like I say, I watched it on YouTube, and I can remember this when I was a lot younger. I don't remember if y'all remember the young kid. I think he's about, I think he's about 8 or 9, and he had a weapon that he brought from his dad, and he was shooting the kindergarten, the kids from the school that was coming out for recess, and him and another young guy was on the hill. They was 9 or 10 years old, and they was shooting. They killed 3 or 4 people, kids. This guy, he's out of prison now, so he did like 20 years, I believe. But now he's free to go about his business. But he was such a young age, they say he could be rehabilitated. But if you're 15, 16, or even 17, they consider you to be an adult. So what's the difference between 16 and 9, where basically y'all still in the same young adult range, where these guys could get life in prison without parole, and then somebody will do a horrendous crime at 9, and they could say their mind is not totally developed, and they could get parole after 20 years. Your thoughts, Tim Dog?
I guess they're saying that as a 16-year-old, you should know right from wrong. You
Okay.
should know what you're doing isn't what you're supposed to be doing. Whereas 9 and 10, yeah, you may see stuff, but you don't have a clear idea or picture that what you're doing is wrong. So
Not 10 years old, Tim. 9, because at 10 they have a different what you call it process, because you're able to go live with your own mom. They give you, was it irreconcilable differences or whatever that shit is. So you can't be 10 and get that same thing. You got to be before 10.
Okay. All right. But finish your thought, Tim Dog.
No, that was it. But to me, it doesn't matter, because even at 16, if you are being influenced or something is mentally wrong with you, not saying that you have extra chromosome or anything, but you've been brainwashed or abused mentally, that's what you're programmed to do.
Yeah.
And to me, that's not fair.
Yeah.
And the system doesn't. They may look at the color of the skin of the person. Oh, he's something's wrong. He was brainwashed by his parent, but yet you see somebody from the hood. Oh, he don't know better. He's just like the rest of them.
Yeah.
And we have to change that mentality and stop looking at color and just looking at the kid.
Yeah, and you know, man, the reason why I brought it up, man, because it was on my mind, man, because when I saw that guy was in prison for 65 years and 83 years old, and they're saying that we not gonna let you get parole, and at 83 years old, he's not, like you say, I think he only lived like a couple of years after that, then he died. And then when I saw they had the guy that was up for parole and he had incurable cancer, and they said no. I'm saying to myself, what can this guy do but go to a hospice home to live out the rest of his days before he died? And I'm saying to myself,
bury him.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying, the state is still burying, but I'm just saying in general, that's just, to me, that's inhumane. Yeah, I know they may have did horrendous crime, but to a certain point, a person can be rehabilitated. Just like I say, the guy that changed the law in Louisiana, he had did everything to rehabilitate themselves, and he needed a unanimous decision. 3 people to say yeah, 2 people say yeah, 1 person say no, and the person say, I don't think you rehabilitated yourself. He been in prison for like 40 years. So he finally did get released. But what I'm saying though, like 4 years later, but I'm saying after 40 years, I done did everything to rehabilitate myself, and you still going to deny me parole? And I understand the family members.
The more dollars.
Because more money.
How many of us are the same person we were at 16, at 25, at 35? But they don't take that into consideration. But Tim, you was a child, fucking Benjamin Buttons.
I was gonna say that's a Benjamin Button thing going on right there, man.
They don't take that type of stuff into consideration.
Yeah.
That people do evolve as they get older and understand. You know the prisoners who are the same, who gonna be the same. You can see the ones who have made changes. Yeah. But again, it boils down to the dollar. They need the more bodies they got in the beds, the more dollars they're gonna get in their pockets. And like Pharaoh said, you gotta get rid of them privatized prisons.
Yeah.
That's really where it started getting bad at.
Like I say, I know sometimes we talk a lot of politics, but sometimes we do have discussion, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you always got to check us out. He's not here because he always telling why he's mad. So this is gonna be a round robin. So I'm about to say Mad Professor. So Pharaoh King, in the place of Mad Professor, tell him why you mad, son. Yes, this uses the Mad Professor segment. He's always mad about something. And I put Pharaoh on the spot. Pharaoh, I know you're mad about something. Tell him why you mad, son.
Man, I'm living like pineapples, man. I got positive energy today, man. I'm not mad today. I love being around you guys. Hey, shout out to everybody else that's watching too. Joe, Marcus, Juan.
No, take him out because he ain't mad about nothing. The segment is tell him why you're mad. You got to be mad about something. You got to be mad about something. Somebody got
right now.
Somebody got to represent the Mad Professor because he's not on. Tim Dog, tell him why you mad, son.
I tell you what, since I've been in Baltimore, these ninjas here have no regard or respect for the law. You could be, I kid you not, I'm sitting at a red light. This Hummer behind me got impatient, went to the opposite side of the traffic, got to the light, that was red, went on across. Motorcycles are pedestrians, if you got a plate or not. They run the red light, they get up on the sidewalk to get on around where they need to go. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here in Baltimore? And they wonder why their cars are fucked up and their insurance is high. You got people on scooters in and out of traffic trying to get somewhere like they're a motorcycle. Baltimore's off the chain. Every street needs to be repaved. Every street. I mean, everybody's suspension is fucked up in Baltimore. That's how bad. That's why I'm mad.
I ain't gonna lie. Your ass not a Baltimore. If it depends upon the time of night and they ain't got no cameras, I'm about to ghost that goddamn light.
No. But check it out. They have speed cameras. They have the light cameras. And you get the bitches in mail, but they don't give a damn because half of the time ain't no plates on the car.
And that's what I'm talking about. See, Pharaoh, that's how it is, Pharaoh. There's always something you could be mad about. Oh, there's always something. Until the math professor is on here with us, somebody got to pick up the goddamn slack. So
Somebody got to be mad.
Somebody got to be mad. So you got to think of something to be mad about. And ladies and gentlemen, because he's not here to be mad himself, but that is the math professor. Tell him why you mad, son. It's that
Tim
time,
got
ladies and gentlemen.
the TMP award of the day.
Yeah, tell him why you. Yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, before we go to our after show called Ashed Out, like I say, this is that is probably the best day on Friday for me because we always have a good time, we always have a good laugh. But oh God, you see the birds in his background. I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh man, we always like to give you something before we go, something funny, something to think about, or better yet, since Mama Major on here, I'm not gonna curse.
Boy, you better stop playing.
Where the hell Tim Dog get that from? Tim Dog, where you get that from, my brother?
Hey, did y'all know that in Samoa in 1892 there were 2 July the 4th? He said, how the hell they had 2 July the 4th? Well, first of all, Samoa separates the international date line. So before 1892, if you were on the right side, then you was on the earlier day, the previous day. But if you lived on the other side of the island, you lived on the next day. So everyone in Samoa decided that, hey, we're going to stay on one side of the island. And then they got liberated and the United States got involved. And then they decided that they wanted to be on the next side. So they did this on July 4th, 1892, whereas they were on the July the 4th. And then at midnight, they turned to the other side to have July the 4th again. So there you have it. That's the only time in Samoa, only time in the country where you had July the 4th on 2 days.
And,
Man.
I just kicked them out. Ladies and gentlemen, that's why
that was a lot of canoes moving from one
a lot of
to
canoes.
another,
That's why we say, ladies and gentlemen, that's why somebody was always mad. I should have did tell them why you mad, because I'm mad now because Tim Dog came with that bullshit about I just having 2 goddamn 4th of July. I'm mad because I wasted a whole goddamn 2 minutes to give him the goddamn section. But ladies and gentlemen, but that's why we call him Tim Dog, because he's always bring you news you can use, or better yet, you say to yourself, I'm about to get out of the traffic.
Useless if you don't use it.
That's right. I'm about to get out of the traffic and see how I can dodge these cars try to hit me. But Tim Dog, I like that, my brother. Pharaoh King, what you got for the people before we go to that after show Ashed Out, my brother? And make sure you shout out your social as well, too.
All right. So here's a quote for y'all. There will always be something that's not right about you to a person that's not right for you. So, 0_71 King Ryan Facebook. Hit me up.
That's what I'm talking about. Tim Dog, what you got for the people before we go, my brother? And shout out your social as well.
Oh, okay. Tim Dog. Instagram, Father's Love 99. But you ever have one of them days when you wish you could just hold a stick and whoever pissing you off was a pinata? Think about it. Just want to knock the stuffing out of.
Hey, that's racist. I got because I know a person right now.
I got you.
Juan.
Leave Juan alone, goddamn.
The main man, conspiracy brother, man. What you got for the people before we go to our after show Ashed Out? And make sure you shout out your social while you're there, my brother.
All right. Follow me at Soul Expression. One of them places, anywhere. Just type it in. But I'm about to have me a Tim Dog moment. Did you know on July 8th that 99% of the world experienced sunlight at the same time? Ask yourself, how the fuck does that happen on the ball?
Okay.
They have
99% of the world experience sunlight, and it happens about the same time every year.
Okay.
You don't believe me? Look it up.
I got you, my
99%
brother.
of the world experience sunlight at the same time.
And now I got another thing.
Does that happen?
Now I got another thing to be
The
mad.
axis tilt.
I got another thing to be mad at because you brought up that goddamn flat Earth shit again. See, I should have baked Mad Professor
I
shit
ain't
the
saying
last
nothing
shit.
about flat Earth. I ain't saying nothing about no goddamn flat Earth.
But that's what you saying though. I got you. I got you.
Firmament.
Yeah. What did you say? Hey, I'm just saying, man. But I got you, my brother, man. As for me, the man on the street, I don't have anything like I said before. But you can follow me at the Man on the Street show on YouTube. Like I said, I drop a lot of videos. I'm getting into my AI game again. So make sure you check out my other channel, Creative Canvas Expressions. It's only AI and shit that comes into the Man on the Street mind that I want to get out. But you'll also check us out on Wednesday night for the Better Than Sex Sports podcast. Goes down at Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. Our YouTube, our Facebook channel has been taken away. I don't know if they ever gonna give us back to
They took us away.
Last week we was only on YouTube.
Yeah, they took us away. Well, I'll tell you, because I put up a video about Wimbledon and they say, hey, Wimbledon, they didn't like that. So they done banish us off of Facebook on that channel. Hopefully they don't ban us on our other damn channel or my channel on Facebook. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Juan, what's your question, Juan? Juan, what's your question?
Well, we never answered this other question.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What do you say?
The 35
No, he
to
said
62 on the
what is
the
it?
time to be like political.
I don't get it. I don't.
It was up,
I got it right there.
here.
Okay. All right.
So
no, I don't think any age you could be in politics. I think it should be an age limit for you to serve as president, and I think there also should be
for all positions.
Well, that right there, 35 to 65. I would
Yeah.
say 62. You need to be by the
Yeah.
time you finished your
Yeah.
term. You should
Yeah.
be 65.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I
Right.
agree with that.
So 35, you can 35. You have to be 35 to become president.
Yeah.
25 to be a senator. So
18 to be a congressman.
Oh no! What do you say? No, if the lights go out in your house, if the lights go out in your house, is the house empty?
Oh, he wanted to ask you a question.
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Farrell took me back. No one. I'm still in here because when I smile, you see them whites. You see bright as day, motherfucker. I saw that polo on that one, in it. Motherfucker.
All three of them. All three of them. The rest of them are poor.
That's all right, though. But make sure you check us out on Wednesday night on our sports show, the Better Than Sex Sports podcast. All we do is talk about sports. We have a good time doing that as well. But ladies and gentlemen, you want to stick around for our after show called Ashed Out. That's when everybody on the panel gets the chance to talk about what they want to talk about. Usually we don't get past the first person because we try to go straight. 9 times out of 10, we go right, but 99.9% the show gonna go left. And you want to stick around because we want to talk about shit like this. Yeah, it goes down. So
seen our horse videos because she went to the front and still got smashed.
So with that, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you come back because we're gonna have a good conversation. Everybody probably gonna talk what we're gonna talk about, but we're gonna have a good time. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I am the man on the street.
This is Pharaoh King. Somebody help that dude with the getting hit by the bus.
He ain't had the right change. Driver kicked his ass off. Get the fuck off my bus.
Tim Dog, say your shit so we can go.
Yeah, we're waiting for you, Tim.
He caught
his old ass. Shit.
Tim Dog, be more careful.
Eat some pineapples, man. It's good for your health.
And you never know. The
Your
mad
partner will
professor.
thank you.
Never know. The mad professor Apollo may show up. You never know. on Ashed Out. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, hey, once again, we want to send our condolences to the family members out there. Prayers out to the family members. I know people say prayers, but you're going through something, but y'all in our thoughts. And hopefully your family members are found, and hopefully they're found safe. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we are out. Peace.